Your Daily 180, 180 seconds of pure Bible study.
What is the value of your soul? In Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20, we see that there are some people who have taken God's values and turned them upside down. That's the situation we're in right now in our very culture. In Isaiah 5 and verse 20, we read, "Woe to those who call evil good and good evil, who put darkness for light and light for darkness, who put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter." You know, it might seem like a good idea to compromise God's values so that we could all kind of go along to get along. But God says, woe to that person. It's not right to go against God's standards. It's not right to compromise God's values. But there are many people who say, well, you know, there are good reasons to compromise. When it comes to the sanctity of marriage, do you know how many people we tick off when we say that the Bible teaches that marriage is between one man and one woman for life? Matthew chapter 19. You know how many people that upsets? Do you know how much people become upset when they hear that Matthew 19:9 says there's just one cause for a scriptural divorce, and that is fornication? Do you realize that? That's going to upset a lot of people. Let's compromise on that. Well, you can't be pleasing to God and do that. What about biblical modesty? Just don't bother our girls, because you know our girls, they want to go to the beach, they want to wear a bikini, they want to wear revealing clothing. They want to go beyond attractive. They want to be sexy because that's what everybody does, and they want to post those pictures on Facebook. Do you know how much we'll upset our young people if we start preaching on modesty? Yeah. But do you know how we will separate ourselves from God if we depart from His Word? What about fellowship with man-made religions? You know, I don't like confrontation. I don't like to upset people, and they don't like to be told they're wrong. Why not just go ahead and fellowship man-made religions, denominations that are not found in the Bible? You'll not find a single denomination in the Bible. But someone says, yeah, but man, I don't like to have this tension and this conflict. Let's go along to get along. No, that's not God's way. Here's one. What about scriptural baptism? Everybody teaches baptism, but not the scriptural baptism that you read about in the Bible. Baptism for the forgiveness of sins. Acts 2 verse 38, Acts 22 verse 16. Well, that's a lot of controversy involved with that. Yeah, but it's right. And it's what God teaches. Let's not compromise God's word for a single moment. Join us again.